What's up, everyone? I'm back again, and I'm gonna talk about another stock today. It's Nike, ticker symbol NKE. And before you look into buying this stock and anything else, please be advised I'm not a financial advisor. Well, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your business consultant, and please talk to someone about purchasing this stock before purchasing it. And let's go. All right. So Nike. So Nike is a shoe company. They sponsor a bunch of a bunch of athletes, and I noticed that the stock has been going down, and was one looking, hey, maybe I should invest in it. Maybe it's about to recover, and wanted to see if it's worth investing in. So these are all the news that are about it. So news about Nike, verdict reached in Odell Beckman case. I don't even know what Odell. So Odell Beckman Jr. Nike lawsuit brand boasts that OBG didn't receive money. So game both. So it looks like he didn't get paid. That doesn't matter. But having a lawsuit against you by a professional athlete is not good. Now, here's some more news about Nike. Nike CEO John Dolan comes under fire as stock sees worst days on record. So the CEO's under fire. He used to be the top executive of eBay in 2020. And let's look into the stock now. So, analyst does say this is a buy. Let's look at the max real quick. Let's look at the projective. It does look like it's supposed to be $72.09. All right, right there. It looks like it's still going down, so it's not a buy. Right, just right there. But before I just say it's not a buy, let's go in this a little bit further. Let's give this a chance. So let's look at the insider trading. So Swain Robert Holmes sold 3K shares for a value of 226K is what he bought. Which, let's see who Swain is. Dun 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 dun. I don't really see him on here. Fred Matthew, Chief Financial Officer, sold. So a Chief Financial Officer sold 9K. So he sold 889K. Dang, that's a lot. And then Mark. So the CEO sold $15 million worth of shares. All right. If that's not another sign of not purchasing this company, I don't know what to say, because the CEO sold $15 million worth of share, and that was in May 13, 2024. But hey, let's look at their earnings. So their forecast, they reported, well, okay, they look like they hit the earnings on this. Let's see, fourth quarter forecast. Okay, it does look like it. Now, analysts did say buy. Let's look what the investors are doing. So Vanguard increased their sales, or increased theirs. BlackRock is leaving. It looks like they sold almost 1% of their share. They do have 89 million. Let's see. Fidelity, they have 17 million, and they sold 22% of their portfolio. Let's see who's going in. Well, Bank of America increased their sales, so that's good. So Bank of America increased their sales. And then let me earning investor sentiment. So bearish. So bullish. So this week, sector average. It's bullish by analysts 53%. Investor trend is down. Earning for the next quarter's down. It looks like it's not a good investment. Now, analyst does say it's supposed to be $92. So they assume it's going to be $92. If you look again, the CEO sold out. And the people are watching is VF Corporation, which I don't know who that is either. But currently they're $72.45. Let's look at their 1 month trend. Man, they took a big drop today from $91 beginning of the month to $76. That's a pretty big drop. That's why I was looking at it, that this month it dropped 23%. So I was hoping that the drop from the news was going to slow down. So I'm keeping an eye on Nike. Do I think Nike's going to be anywhere in 5 years? No, I think Nike might be a dying company. It might have a lot of money, but they just don't produce anything like they used to, for one. And two, people are into personal branding now. So since people are starting to do their own personal branding and people aren't signing as many contracts and the news of people aren't paying, it kind of makes sense for investors to leave. Now, they do give a 1.48 dividend yield, but that 1.48 dividend yield does not mean that this company is worth it. Now, we can look at the options. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be dropping according to these option numbers. There's a big number at 73 and a big number at 79. Let me go back to option. Let me go to put option. Big number at 75, big number at 72, and big numbers at 70. So it looks like this company might not recover. So, but you have to remember, the analysts, whoever's looking at this, thinks that it's going to be at $92 in the next 12 months, and the current price is $72. Now, this is an analyst. This is not me saying it, but the analyst thinks it is worth investing in. Their finance is they get a net profit of 11%, which, for the amount of money they make, it doesn't make sense why they only make a net profit of 11%. Maybe if they didn't give their CEO $15 million in stock every year, or whatever they do, they could recover. But just having a CEO sell that much of the stock does not make sense to have it. And they make 11% on profit. I would like to see this a little bit higher, more in the 20% for being such a big company. But hey, it is what it is. Now let me check. Yeah, that's just net profit growth. Yeah, I don't know what Nike's going to do to get out of the rut, because they haven't had the best news lately. Let me see. Nike just remade the Panda, which those are nice shoes, but to be honest, they're just not many people are into Nike as they used to be. After Jordans came out, that kind of took the major market. Now, I'm not saying Nike isn't a good company. It's just that it does not look like, after the lawsuit, after everything, it dropping this month by 22% or 23%, that is worth even getting the dividend. Because even if the analyst says it's worth to buy, does not mean it's good for investors. And especially in the last 3 months, the insider trade sold 241,000 shares. And if you do the math at 241,000 shares times the stock price right now, it is $17 million in stock price. And if that's the case, most of it came from the CEO. And if you look at it right here, you can see that he sold his share at $93.14, $38.76 to equal out to about 19.8 million. Whew. Do you really want to invest in a company where the CEO sold $19 million worth of share? And it's not the end of the year where he's doing it for tax benefits. So he must have known something, and that's the only reason why I could think he's selling it. So like I said, this is not a buy. I will not be adding this to my portfolio. I just can't see why. Even though they are one of the bigger companies, that insider trading with the low financial earnings and the BlackRock leaving the company, it just doesn't make sense to buy this company. I thought that maybe it will be trying to recover from $72. Maybe it'll go back up to $92 to get that good, gain, the 20% gain right there. But I just can't see it. Not with that insider and the investment. Now, if it didn't have the insider, I would be more than willing to invest into it to see what happened in next year, to see if I can get my return on my money as an investor. But I can't see it. It just, the 1 year mark is down 37%. The 3 year mark is down 56. Well, 1 year mark's down 34.11%. 3 year mark is down 56.49%. And 5 year mark is down 16.40%. If you do max, it doesn't make sense at this indication. But for 5 year, 3 year, 1 year, it's a good indication that they're on the decline still. And they're not recovering anytime soon. Now, if the 1 year to date change to a positive number, I'm more likely look into investing in them, but right now they're not worth investing. It looks like they're still going down and not worth the investments. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video.